translate into. That you need to bother about. Why I ask these questions, the reason I wanted to know how you people are thinking. It is just a basic common sense thing. That's why I'm asking this question. Okay.
Status
you have that capability of self-learning from the tool, or you stick to only what is being taught. I'll come to know from this type of questions. Okay.
If we design application for other country, so for that purpose,
Yes.
if we want to
an application,
yeah.
multilingual application. Okay. Amazon application, if you are accessing in USA, in some states, it depends actually. By default, it will be displayed in English language. But on right top, you will see, I think it is, what is the language that most widely spoken apart from English? Spanish.
German.
In US, not Telugu. US lo mostly I think it is Spanish. After English, in USA, maybe Spanish people from USA should know that. On right side, they will also give you an option. Language, select your language. Click the drop down and select Spanish. All the language will be translated into, from English into Spanish. For this language translation purpose, this is called a technique of localization. During this type of development also, field values will be used. Okay, it's not only for status. That's just for your information. Okay, so this is about field values concept. So field value can be created under data model category. A field value rule can be created whenever you wanted to create some status. Name of the field value and value of the field value will be same in case of status, but language is different.
Harsha, where we give that language specific?
OTP property py status work. That py status work property you are going to assign while you are creating the field value. Now you come up with the question. Do not stop me in between. Go ahead. What is that you are trying to ask?
Where we give the translate to language, where we define that language?
See, the starting one, name of the field value, you are giving I. Okay? And you create it. Inside you have, right, 2. At the 2 you are going to give, let's say, Ola. Okay? So that is in different language saying hi. So when they change the language, instead of I, it will display like Ola. So this is about translation. In the field value rule itself, you will see that. So hi is going to be the name of the field value. Ola is going to be the value. So when this will get loaded, you need to configure your application such that this field value will be executed when the language is chosen as. When the language is chosen, by default, English language will display field value names. And whenever you change the language, it will display the value of the field value that is translated into. Make sense? Suppose if I wanted to translate hi into 5 different languages, how many field values I have to create?
5.
How many field values I should be creating? I should be creating generally 5 field values. But instead of that, we can minimize it by parameters also. That's a different thing. Leave it. So this is how you are going to deal with field values for localization or status. So we are going to work on work object status. The first practical which you are going to work on is just to see and experience how to assign status to work, how to create field values, how to assign status to the work object during different steps of the transaction flow, and we will experience to see it in the UI as well as clipboard. Completed. Later we are going to work on a business requirement related to OBJ open by handle, which deals again with status. Okay, write down working with field values and work object status. Working with field values and work object status. Today we have discussed about different concepts. One is work object status, field values. Another one is page INS key concept. All that, but all these will be used in one single requirement next time. OBJ open my handle. That's why we discussed about all this. Working with
Field values.
Field values and work object status. Write down everyone. See, if you're trying to assign some status, if status is not already been provided by Pega, then only you create status related to field value. If it is already there in PRBC, use it. Okay, write down. assign below status. So below status to work object, assign below status to work object during the transaction processing. During the transaction process. Okay, write down this way.
Transaction processing.
Customer assignment is there, right? Customer assignment status is going to be pending cust info. Pending cust info. Oh, how many assignments we have? 3 unnaya present. How many we have? 3 assignments, right? Next one, personal vehicle assignment.
Customer info.
Pending VH info. Tarvata claims assignment.
Personal vehicle.
Pending what?
Vehicle.
Anukundam.
Pending. Vehicle.
And end of the work object. End shape. End shape also you write down. End shape is
Arey babu.
resolved completed. So total how many statuses here I have? 4. 4 different status at 4 different levels of the transaction. Total how many field values I have to create for the given requirement? For the given requirement, total how many field values I have to create?
Only shape. Resolved complete.
Any create share? 3 or 4 or 5 or 1 or 2? 3. Total we have 4 here. We need to create 3, not 4. What is the reason? Resolved completed is already an OTB status available. So no need to create. But these are specific to our business model. These are not available. Let's create field values. I am directly going ahead with implementation work class. No need to much bother about anything else. Create into the
Data model.
data model,
Property.
field value.
Field value. Oh.
I told you, right? Whenever you are dealing with status, field value name and value will be same. Pending cust info. Okay, this is what I have given. Field name. So here you need to click the down arrow and click more and choose PY status work. Everyone clear? It may not be given by default. If you not come in the drop down, you need to click on more and thereafter you are going to choose what? You are going to type PY status. So here it will be highlighted. You choose it. Okay. It will give a dot before. So here you go. Create and open. And what is the value? Value also same. In case of work object status, generally the value will be same. Same. Similarly, create 2 more. Okay. Similarly, if you have to create, you can do a save as. It is a simple approach. Save as pending VH info. Antena? One more. Let me creating one more. Pending claim data. Completed. So this is how I have created 3 field values. Now open the flow. See, if you are going to assign a status with pending, automatically you will get a red color flag at the pending status related steps. Okay, double click on first assignment. Don't double click on this. Scroll down. Assignment details. You need to expand that. So here is the case status. Pending custom. Okay, everyone clear? This is what you have to choose. Repeat the same for other two flow shapes.
My view are taking TTTTT. One, two.
The red color are all black, but that's not a big deal.
I have problem for us.
Spelling and everything. Spelling wrong ichadu. Again, red color problem. Pending spelling wrong. Okay, no problem. Leave it. End Japan. Next, claim data. While you are practicing, make sure you give correct spellings. End shape. What is end shape? Resolve.
నా చెవులో చిర్రు అంటుంది.
Resolved completed. Right? Submit. Create a case and test it. So what is the status you see here? Pending custom. Go to clipboard. What is the status property? PY status work. What is the value you see here? This one you need to bother about. Okay, completed. Close this. Submit this. Next screen, what is the status you see? Pending VH info. Go to clipboard. Similarly, if you go to next level, pending climb data and submit climb data, you see resolved completed, right? So that's how you're going to get all the status being assigned at different steps in the transaction flow. That will be assigned to PY status work OODB property that is there in report on PY workbench. Okay, everyone clear? Makes sense? Everyone of you. So any doubts? I-80, I-1.
Rasha, what is that symbol that came in the assignment sheet after you clicked on it?
What is it? You don't bother about it. I'll tell you when we come to routing.
Okay.
July 12th. Began classes. Theory documents. What should I add? Understanding PGINS key. That is one document. And what else? Work object status. Work objects. See, this document may have status with case types. Theory document flow, you have seen, right? Practical, how to assign status. This document may have status assigning with case type rule. We will be learning in next 1 week about case types. But understanding this through practical is fair enough. Critical field values and all, it will be there. But assigning status, you might be seeing there with case type. Okay, OBJ open my handle. OBJ open my handle, there won't be any document. We'll come to that. Because in the understanding PGINS itself, it was being told. Next, any other theory document? Field value. And practical document, right?
Rasha, Did you see the commit document, PL document for commit?
There is no document for commit. It is already difference between right now and commit. The document is share. Share చేస్తుంది కదా దాంట్లో ఉంటుంది.
Yeah, the difference is there. Yes, yes.
Unmuted.
I was looking for the practical step in the
We
document.
will be using. Sorry, we will be using. So many times. Field value is
A document for page property.
page property.
Sorry, that
Flag property is missed. Practical is not there, Harsha.
In the practical document, flag property is missing. Huh?
Yes.
Last class practical document,
Yeah. Last.
other than the resource who has reported, some other people, please respond. Anything is missing there. Anyone else? 584 ki పంపించారు. All around.
85.
Anything is missing or everything is there?
That property, you mean the
Flag property.
property?
No, in the document which I have shared you, practical document, anything is missing in that document?
Flag property is not there.
everything there,
PX
Harsha?
step status flag property is the practical is not there, which you shared on the day.
PX step status.
Yes.
The practical is missing, no?
Yeah.
Screenshot related to that. Let me cross verify once.
That is on 9th July.
9th July, huh?
Yes.
How come I miss it? I generally don't miss it. Okay. Let me cross verify. Class is practical. 580?
5. Yes.
9th July. Huh?
Yes.
And that first one itself is the flag property. The first two steps.
1 second.
It's not there.
Flag property I am creating here. Property I created, okay. Activity I should open.
Open చేస్తుంటారు.
given, but any document for flag property.
Let me, I'm verifying now. Just hold on. This is the activity I created. OBJ open. After this, you need to add a step. Okay, added a step. But inside, I did not give R1. Here it is given customer exist equal to false. And OBJ open, page copy, and again add something. Everywhere it is given, right? What is missing? What do you think it is missing? What is missing?
Here a document for flag property.
Man, flag property means which is as a symbol of something. Customer exists is a symbol of whether customer is existing or not by the value true false. That is the meaning of flag property. It is not related to Pega. It is just a terminology used.
The practical
Creating flag
document.
properties.
The practical document is there in my mail, so I'm asking you. It's not there. The practical document of this one only. Just now, what you are showing. That only I did not get it. It's not there in my mail.
It will be there for everyone. That's not a big deal. But let me go ahead and attach the same.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing.
It should not be missing. Might be you are missing that. Let
Yeah,
me share it again. July 9th practical. Huh?
Yes.
There should be nothing missing here. Okay.
Okay. Maybe it's in my side. Maybe. Okay. Thank you for sharing again.
leave about this. I'll be sending. And 584, what should I send? Today's practical plans. Declare trigger. Okay, you can wind up if you don't have anything to ask me.
Yeah, sure. Let me
Aksha, I have a question here. When we create a class using a data type, we have a physical table mapper, right? Okay. And when we create a class manually that is on the org data, it doesn't have any physical table. So when we try to use the OBJ browse, data is getting onto the clipboard, right? So when we don't have the physical table, where it is going to store the data? That is what my question is.
For which one? Don't have physical table. For vehicle and claims, right? It will store in the work table. Okay. Anything related to work habit will get stored into work table. You wanted to maintain some data related to vehicles separately. You can turn this data class into data type in future, and there will be a dedicated table that gets created with the key being added. Okay. Transaction data will always be there in the work table only.
Okay.
Yes, I will definitely.